you so much for joining us for our Word of the Day. This morning, as we're continuing through the Bible, we're going to look at Isaiah chapter 42. Now, remember, in the book of Isaiah, Isaiah is prophesying to the northern and the southern kingdom, warning them about how their sin and their wickedness and their idolatry is going to bring the judgment of God through the invasion of the Syrian and the Babylonian Empire. He also gives a lot of pictures of what's going to happen in the future. And in Isaiah chapter 42, he doesn't really give so much a prophecy as he gives a declaration from God, but really a prayer that all of us should be regularly praying to God. Look what it says in verse 8. It says, I am the Lord, that is my name, and my glory will I not give to another, neither my praise to graven images. What God is talking about here is how he is greater than any idol that the people could have. And when we think about idol and idol worship, we think about the instances in the Old Testament where Israel fell to idol worship. Maybe it was the golden calves that they worshipped after the Exodus, or the graven images they worshipped during Baal worship, and all those statues and those pictures and those items that they would literally bow down and worship. And we see that in our world today. There are a lot of religions that worship idols and statues, and we can look at that and say that is wrong. That is giving God's glory to something else. That is giving God's glory to a creation instead of to the Creator. It is exalting this thing over the Creator God. And of course, as American Christians, we look at that and we can see that's wrong. And we know we don't do that. We don't worship, statues and pictures and things like that. But we also have a lot of idol worship in our life. If you really understand sin, the root of all sin is idolatry. It's pride, but pride is idolatry. Pride and idolatry are saying, I know better than God. I know what I want. I know what I deserve. I know what's right for me better than God does. So immorality is idolatry. Caring about what other people think about us, and making sure that we look right or act right, or we're doing the right thing so that other people think we're good people. That's idolatry. Using our entertainment for self-gratification is idolatry. Any sin that we commit against a holy God is idolatry. It is putting that thing, that sin, that action, that thought, that lifestyle over the Word of God and what God commands us to do. It is looking at God and saying, God, I know what you say, but I know better, and I like this thing, I love this thing, I cherish this thing more than I do you. So we as believers should be regularly praying to God, God, keep me from idolatry. Show me areas in my life where I am exalting things or people or actions above you. And God, help me to recognize that you are holy, you deserve all the glory, and help me not to exalt anything over you. Thanks so much for joining us for our Word of the Day. Be back here tomorrow as we continue through the Scriptures. Have a blessed day.